fight against this. But anyway, I wanted to quickly just share with you what we got coming in the future here at Opry for those that have never been here and hadn't heard about it. Now, the 9th, it's the 9th of next month, we're going to be having a Veterans Day concert here to honor our veterans. So don't forget that. Put that on your calendar. That's November the 9th. December the 14th, and I'm telling you about special events. We have a show every Friday night. We will not have one the 23rd of November. That's Thanksgiving weekend. Everybody's tied up with that and got company, and so we'll not be doing one on the 23rd of November. But that's the only night. Up until the 14th of December, we will be having our Christmas show. That will be the last concert we'll have for this year. We will open back up January the 4th with Leona Williams from Nashville, Tennessee, and Ron Williams from Nashville, Tennessee. They were here back in January the 6th of this year, and people just loved them to death and had to have them back. So they'll be coming back January the 4th. But on February the 16th now, you need not forget this for sure. You're going to miss one of the greatest awesome, two of the greatest awesome concerts that you'll find anywhere if you miss these two concerts. First, on January the 1st with Leon and Ron Williams. February the 16th, on 15th, that's our Friday night. February the 15th, we'll be doing our show. But Lisa Lane will be back on stage here she's been in Branson, Missouri doing shows. She just now started traveling around some, so she's going to be back on stage on the 15th of February. The next day following that concert that night will be our steel guitar reunion. We're going to have steel guitars galore up on this stage. We got one of the finest there is, and you're going to hear him here tonight, Mr. Jimmy Powell. But you be sure and write these two concerts down and share it with your people on Facebook. Yes, I forgot about that because I've just put it down. Let me back up a little. December the 1st, which will be on a Saturday night. All this is on Gilley Family Opry website. You can go in the calendar and you can see everything that we got coming up. So if you forget and you want to know what it is, go on GilleyFamilyOpry.com and you can see all of it. Just go into the calendar. December the 1st, I don't know if there's anybody here that remembers Daryl Luster that used to sing with Charles Johnson and the Revivers, gospel music. And they were a black group, and Daryl Luster is a black guy, one of the awesomest. You can go on YouTube, type in Daryl Luster, and go down to where it says, I know he died for me or something. I believe he died for me. And listen to that song, and you'll see what it's going to be like here that night. Brother Randy Peel, a pastor, he used to pastor, I don't know where he's pastoring right now, but he used to be First Assembly, I believe, in Chipley. He'll be here also that night, but this is going to be a gospel music ministry night, and Brother Randy Peel will be giving a little short sermon along with Daryl Luster in concert. So y'all just check Gilley's Family Opry, and we continually now beginning to work on having new stuff coming in and new things happening. So we want to keep y'all excited where you'll come back and share all this with us, because without you, it will go away. And you are the only source that will keep this Opry alive and keep it going. And we want to do our best to make you happy. So I'm going to be quiet right now. I'm sure we'll have something else a little further on. Brother Roger Whitaker will be up here. He's going to show the video, so that'll be right when we start back on the halftime. But right now, I want everybody in here to holler just as loud as you can and let Mr. Artie Rodriguez know you're proud that he's here tonight, would you?
I love you so much that I can't leave you, even though my mind tells me I should. But when you come home and tell me you still love me, then all my thoughts of leaving do no good. You've got me heart over mind, worried all the time, knowing you will always be the same. You'll keep hurting me, I know, but I still can't let you go, 'cause my heart won't let my love for you change. Yeah. Friends tell me they see you out with others, and in my mind I try hard to forget. But when you come home and tell me you still want me, well, I hope there's still some chance for us yet. You've got me heart over mind, worried all the time, knowing you will always be the same. You'll keep hurting me, I know, but I still can't let you go, 'cause my heart won't let my love for you change. Boy, what a good-looking crowd out here tonight. Thank you for coming out and helping us support a great cause, Breast Cancer Awareness Month of October and everything. Like I said, Charles, he had mentioned we got a big steel guitar show coming up. This next song I want to do, any Conway Twitty fans here in the house? Conway sung this song. This goes with, I think Johnny Huey did this as an instrumental, and Jimmy Powell here sure can play the steel on this one. But here's your little something. I hope you like it. We step out on the dance floor, the band starts to play. Holding you close, I get carried away, finding that falling is easy to do, lost in the feeling with you. I'm standing still as I whirl you around. We're dancing without even touching the ground, finding that falling is easy to do, lost in the feeling with you. No words are spoken, none need to be said. You and the music has gone to my head. But I'll just go on till the music is through, lost in the feeling with you, lost in the feeling with you. I'll take us out, Jimmy. I imagine you are. I like to say hey to all the red hats and the BBC Club out there coming all the way from the Funiac Springs and everything. Appreciate it. I tried to get all the guys to wear pink, so I told them, I said, if you don't wear a pink shirt, I'm talking about the guys up here in the band, I said, at least you got to have on some pink underwear. So the ones that ain't got on no pink shirt, so I think they got on pink underwear. That's what they're telling me, so I'm going to stick with it and go. Yeah. But, you know, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month and everything, and the Relay Life is out here. But also, October is, you know, the end of this month is Halloween. And Halloween, that's where everybody dress up and have a good time, especially for the kids. But there's, you know, one of the famous voodoo queens is in Louisiana named Marie Lavo. Oh, yeah. And, you know, there's a lot of stuff out here. You hear about Marie Lavo, a lot of curses and spells and potions. Down in Louisiana where the black tree goes, there's a voodoo lady named Marie Lavo. She's got a black cat tooth and a mojo bone, and anyone who wouldn't leave her alone, she'd go, another man done gone. She lives in a swamp in a hollow log with a one-eyed snake and a three-legged dog. She's got a bent, bony body and stringy hair, and if she'd ever see y'all messing around there, she'd go, another man done gone. And then one night when the moon was black, into the swamp come a handsome Jack, a no good man like you all know, and he was looking around for Marie Lavo. He said, Marie Lavo, you lovely witch, give me a little charm and that'll make me rich. Give me $1 million and I'll tell you what I'll do. Lord, this very night, baby, I'm gonna marry you, and it'll be another man done gone. So Marie does she magic and she shook a little sand, made $1 million and she put it in his hand. Then she wiggled and she giggled and she said, hey, hey, I'm getting ready for my wedding day. But oh, handsome Jack, he said, goodbye, Marie. You too dang ugly for a rich man like me. So Marie started mumbling, her bangs started gnashing, her body started trembling, and Lord, her eyes started flashing. It was another man done gone. So if you ever get down to the black trees grows and meet a voodoo lady named Marie Lavo, If she ever asks you to make her your wife, man, you better stay with her for the rest of your life, or it'll be another man done gone. Oh, Marie, show me that pretty white tooth. I'll marry you, baby. I sure will. Thank y'all. Turn things over to Wayne now.
About a hand for Artie Rodriguez. Yes, sir. Fine job. We'll have him back a little later on. Thank y'all for, don't you worry, we'll have him back. Thank y'all for coming. We're glad to have every one of you here, and every Friday night we do a show here, and we sure hope you'll come back. And if you got a Sunday school group or somebody like that, bring a busload with you. We'd love to have them. Right now, we're going to let our drummer show off. We got a fine drummer back here, and he's also a fine singer, Mr. Dustin Worley.
How's everybody out there? That was just a warm-up. We planned that. Can we get a mic behind the drums? All right. How about a big hand for all the guys, and they do a great job. Well, we got us a mic now, so we're gonna try this again. Everybody put your hands together, come on.
She's been going out with him. She's been going out with me. Said she'd let us know by tonight which one it would be. So I waited by the phone, but she never called me up. Had to know what was going on. So I drove by her house, and sure enough, that ain't my truck in her drive. Man, this ain't my day tonight. It looks like she's in love and I'm out of luck. That ain't my shadow on her wall. And Lord, this don't look good at all. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. I pulled over by the curb. I've been sitting here all night, wondering what it was I did so wrong, and that he did so right. I thought of breaking down the door, but there's nothing left to say. That Chevy 4x4, it says it all, sitting in my place. That ain't my truck in her drive. Man, this ain't my day tonight. It looks like she's in love and I'm out of luck. That ain't my shadow on her wall. And Lord, this don't look good at all. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. That ain't my shadow on her wall. And Lord, this don't look good at all. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. That's my girl, my whole world. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. Thank you. How many Randy Travis fans do we have out there? This next song goes out to each and every one of you. Operator, please connect me with 1982. I need to make apologies for what I didn't do. I sure do need to tell her that I've thought the whole thing through, and now it's clear that she is what I should have held on to. And they say hindsight's 20/20, but I'm nearly going blind from staring at her photograph and wishing she was mine. It's that same old lost love story. It's sad, but it's true. There was a time when she was mine in 1982. Postman, can you sell me a special kind of stamp? One to send a letter from this crazy, lonely man back into the wasted years of my living past. I need to tell her now I know how long my love will last. And they say hindsight's 20/20, but I'm nearly going blind from staring at her photograph and wishing she was mine. It's that same old lost love story. It's sad, but it's true. There was a time when she was mine in 1982. I'm losing my mind going back in time to 1982.
Thank you. This next song I'm going to do goes back to the early 90s, was a big hit for Aaron Tippin. Hope you like it. Now, Daddy didn't like trouble, but if it came along, everyone that knew him knew which side that he'd be on. He never was a hero or this county's shining light, but you could always find him standing up for what he thought was right. He'd say, you've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. You've got to be your own man, not a puppet on a string. Never compromise what's right and uphold your family name. You've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. Now we might have been better off or owned a bigger house if Daddy had done more giving in or a little more backing down. But we always had plenty, just living his advice. Whatever you do today, you'll have to sleep with tonight. He'd say, you've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. You've got to be your own man, not a puppet on a string. Never compromise what's right and uphold your family name. You've got to stand for something or you fall for anything. Now I know that things were different, and they were in Daddy's day, but I still believe what makes a man really hasn't changed. You've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. You've got to be your own man, not a puppet on a string. Never compromise what's right and uphold your family name. You've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. You've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. Thank you.
How about a hand for Dustin Worley? Yeah, give me that stand over there. Give me that stand. I ain't got no stand. We're going to get rearranged here. All right. We got us a stand. All right. Oh, it's a short stand, ain't it? This is the part of the show where we usually do an instrumental number, and we've got some fine musicians up here, and we like to let them show out a little bit. Cindy Walker was in my opinion, probably one of the greatest country writers that there ever was. And she was a lady from Texas, and she wrote a lot of big songs. And this is one of them, and we're going to feature Jimmy Powell and all the guys on the steel and on an old song called You Don't Know Me. Panama City, Florida, Mr. Jerry Goodson. Sweet Gumhead, Florida, Mr. Jimmy Powell. Ain't that pretty? Now, you be back here on February the 16th when we have our big steel guitar show and reunion, and you'll hear a whole day of nothing but pretty steel guitar music with some fine singers, and it's a great big country music festival, so we hope you'll be here February the 16th. Right? Everybody sung that song. I don't know who the first one was. I don't go that far back. Yeah, I bet I could. All right, we're going to bring this fella out here from Dothan, Alabama. Maybe he knows. How about a hand for Mr. Danny Howell?
And she needs someone to hold her when she cries. She's packed her few belongings, left a note, and now she's gone. I can't stand to think of her out there and all alone. Soon as she's gone far enough to know she's out of sight, she'll pull off the highway and she'll cry. And she needs someone to hold her when she cries. Someone who really understands the way she feels inside. Her heart breaks, the tears won't stop, no matter how she tries. And she needs someone to hold her when she cries. I don't blame her for leaving. Lord, she didn't want to go. She thinks I don't love her or need her anymore. I've driven her into a world that's dark and cold as ice, with no one there to hold her when she cries. And she needs someone to hold her when she cries. Someone who really understands the way she feels inside. And if she ever loves again, I hope that she will find someone who'll always hold her when she cries. And she needs someone to hold her when she cries. Thank you. Appreciate it. Conway Twitter. Tune by Mulligan. We've been sweethearts for so long, now you say we're through. The love we shared is just a memory. I had built a ship of dreams and planned it all with you. Now I guess what is to be will be. I'll sail my ship along with all the sails are torn, out across the ocean blue. I'll sail my ship along with all the sails are torn, and when it starts to sink, then I'll blame you. Jerry Goodson. Jimmy Powell. I sent a message by the wind to take back home to you, hoping you would hear my SOS, hoping you would come back home, my darling, if you knew just how much my heart was in distress. I'll sail my ship alone with all the dreams I own, drifting out across the ocean blue. I'll sail my ship alone with all the sails are torn, and when it starts to sink, then I'll blame you. And when it starts to sink, then I'll blame you. Thank you. Appreciate it. You thought she cared for you, and so you acted smart. Go on and break your crazy heart. You lived on promises I knew someday would end. Go on and break your crazy heart. You never would admit you were mistaken. I tried my best to warn you, but you wouldn't listen. I knew that you were wrong, and still you had your way. Go on and break your crazy heart. I knew you'd wake up and find her missing. I tried my best to warn you, but you wouldn't listen. I know you've tried your best, still you acted smart. Go on and break your crazy heart. Go on and break your crazy heart. Thank y'all, appreciate it.
That's Danny Howell, all the way from Dothan. Yes, sir. Ain't that old Jerry look good over there tonight, sitting over there? That's because he started an exercise class this week. He went to his first class this week. He said he got there, and the first thing he did, he hopped up and down on his right foot for about 10 minutes. Then he hopped up and down on his left foot for about 10 minutes. Then he was twisting all the way around this way for about another 15 minutes. Then he was twisting all the way around the other way for about a while longer. He said by the time he got that leotard on, the class was over. We're going to introduce you to some of the rest of these guys. You've met most of them up here, but you haven't met our bass player. We got the finest bass player anywhere, Mr. Jay Newsom from Grand Ridge. And we call this fellow over here the biggest guy on the stage playing the littlest instrument on the stage. Now, isn't that something? We call him the big un, Mr. Charles Scott. And right now, we want to bring up a fella from Defuniak Springs. I think we got some folks from Defuniak here tonight. Always does a fine job on his piano and on his singing. Mr. Jim Williams, make him welcome.
Thank you. I've told all my troubles goodbye. Goodbye to each tear and each sigh. This world where I roam cannot be my home. I'm bound for that home in the sky. I walk and I talk with my Lord, feast every day on His word. Heaven is near and I can't stay here. Goodbye, world, goodbye. Now don't you weep for me when I'm gone, for I won't have to leave here alone. When I hear the last trumpet sound, my feet won't stay on the ground. I'm gonna rise with a shout, gonna fly high, gonna rise with my Lord in the sky. Heaven is near and I can't stay here. It's goodbye, world, goodbye. Anymore when I step across to that shore, and I'll never pine, for I'll leave behind my heartaches and cares evermore. A day, maybe two, then goodbye. Goodbye to each sorrow and sigh. Heaven is near and I can't stay here. Goodbye, world, goodbye. Now don't you weep for me when I'm gone. I won't have to leave here alone. When I hear the last trumpet sound, my feet won't stay on the ground. I'm gonna rise with a shout, I'm gonna fly high, gonna rise with my Lord in the sky. Heaven is near and I can't stay here. It's goodbye, world, goodbye. Don't you weep for me when I'm gone, or I won't have to leave here alone. And when I hear the last trumpet sound, my feet won't stay on the ground. I'm gonna rise with a shout, gonna fly high, gonna rise with my Lord in the sky. Heaven is near and I can't stay here. Goodbye, world, goodbye. Well, heaven is near and I can't stay here. It's goodbye, world, goodbye.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed the first